Ciao, sono Veronica Ravasi Veneroni.
E io sono Marzio Miodini. E diciamocelo chiaro, Vaccachepodcast è nato per una ragione precisa.
Quale?
Perché ogni volta che provi a capirci qualcosa in zootecnia, non ci capisci una mazza.
Decisamente, e noi qui siamo stanchi delle risposte vaghe.
Vogliamo spiegare a tutti, dall'uomo della strada all'allevatore navigato, come funzionano davvero le cose.
Qui si svelano i segreti. Partiamo!
Buongiorno e bentornati a questa nuova puntata di Vaccachepodcast. Ciao Veronica!
Buongiorno!
Oggi facciamo un esperimento.
Sì, è un esperimento secondo me super interessante.
Abbiamo due ospiti internazionali.
Diciamo
Ci barcameneremo tra l'inglese e lo spagnolo, quindi mettetevi comodi.
Vi chiediamo già scusa.
E soprattutto magari tornate indietro se qualcosa sfugge e riascoltate il pezzo. Welcome to Italy. Please introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Ana Gomez. I come from Colombia and I'm the president for the Colombian Dairy Industry Association. We process the milk in Colombia and we are so pleased to be here in Cremona in the Fiera, and of course with you guys. Many thanks for the invitation.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And you?
Hola, mi nombre es Liliana Quevedo, CEO de la Asociación Colombiana de Criadores de Ganado Jersey, y de verdad estamos emocionados de estar en la Feria de Cremona hoy.
Why are you here in Italy?
Yes, the reason why we are here is because we were kindly invited by ITA, the Italian trade agency in Colombia. And the reason why is we want to learn from you. We have different environment conditions in the dairy industry in Colombia, different than from Italy and from Europe, but that's exactly why we are here, to learn from the good practices. And also, if we can contribute, to tell you about what we do good in the Colombian dairy industry.
Of course, we are here for that. So please tell us something about Colombia and dairy industry in Colombia.
Yes, the big difference is, of course, my colleague Liliana knows a lot about it. She is the cattle breeder, yes, the farmer, is that we have a variety, first of all, of climates. In Colombia, we do not have stations like here in Europe, you know, summer and spring and winter, but we mainly have the same climate all throughout the year, with rainy seasons and probably some dry seasons. So our cows are always under the same condition, always producing milk. Yes. However, we face in Colombia situations like informality in the sector. We do not have always the good practices. Yeah. So what we can, bring to here is how to develop, all the different business models, yeah, of the dairy industry. Yes, but we are learning a lot from technical, knowledge here. Yeah. So
But you mean technical from the field point of view? Like in the dairy on the field, or like industry?
both, actually both of
Okay,
it.
so
Yes.
not farms.
Yes.
Well, farms and
Farms
industry.
and industry,
Okay.
of course. Yes, we do have, in the industry level, a good level of development in Colombia, of technical, models there. But for sure, we are learning here. Italia is a master country in dairy, in all the dairy industry. So that is why we are here.
So Italy is known also in Colombia as a reference point, target.
Yes, but of course, particularly in the processing industry, in the dairy industry, I was telling my colleagues that I will come here, and all of them say, oh yeah, we have Italian machine. Please learn about it. Please bring a lot of business cards. So that is why. But regarding the farmers, ganaderos, Liliana nos puede contar más de los ganaderos. ¿Qué tenemos especial en Colombia y qué aprendemos de acá?
Claro que sí, porque mira, los modelos son un poquito diferentes. Nosotros, ya lo decía Ana, no tenemos las estaciones, sino tenemos épocas de lluvia y épocas secas. Los animales casi siempre están en potreros, no están estabulados, pero sin embargo los ganaderos siempre están con un tema muy específico que es bienestar animal, y lo hemos visto en algunas de las lugares que estamos visitando de la feria, todo encaminado a bienestar animal para mejorar esos procesos que realizamos en la industria lechera y entregar obviamente un producto cada día de mejor calidad. Entonces, ahí se fusionan las dos.
Alles klar. In German.
Yeah, alles klar.
What are you willing to learn from this visit in Italy?
Actually, in a particular one, what Liliana told us, one of our challenges in Colombia is productivity. Yes, we do invest a lot of in genetics, and we are always looking for productivity. And for example, that's a good landing. Animal well-being. Yes, we were actually visiting one of probably agri-cow, the one with the bristles, and and to massage the cows and
Yes.
how it can impact the productivity of milk. It's great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Don't you have brushes
Yeah.
in the barns?
Comfort cows.
Sí, the comfort cow, sí, que si tenemos algunos cepillos allá.
Yes.
Yes, but it's
Similar.
still,
Pocos.
Mhm.
yeah, very few of them. Yeah?
Okay, okay.
So that's quite interesting.
And quite interesting. How is the temperature interval that
Oh.
you have in Colombia
I mean, you name it.
all the year?
You name it.
Mm.
Here, do you use Celsius, the Celsius graduation?
Yeah.
You can, in Colombia, you have snow, mountains with snow under 0 temperatures, and you also have deserts and everything in between. We do have
Okay.
all the climates in the world.
Mhm.
There's in Colombia. And actually, in all the states of Colombia, all of them produce milk. Not on an industrial level, I mean, yes, but everybody, a small farmer, a peasant, they have one cow at least.
So you have a particular region of Colombia where are mostly located the
Yes.
cow
The dairy
farms,
farm.
dairy farms,
Yeah.
or
We
everywhere?
do. I mean, everywhere you can find cows, yes, but particularly there's a couple of regions quite, alike Italia with the mountains and everything. Those states are Antioquia and Boyacá, and you have temperature, a climate of
2008. Bueno, temperaturas, alturas.
altura, sí.
Para nosotros es alturas sobre nivel del mar, que es lo que va a incidir en la posición de las diferentes razas que vamos a encontrar. Alturas sobre nivel del mar.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Y podemos encontrar lecherías desde los 250 metros sobre nivel del mar, climas cálidos, hasta 3200 metros sobre nivel del mar, que son las montañas más altas de Antioquia, unas montañas, algunas en Cundinamarca, que son zonas muy altas, y allí es donde principalmente vamos a tener las lecherías.
Mhm.
Actually, the Antioquia zone in Colombia, it's called the Colombian Alps.
Ah,
I mean,
Es lo más
le Alpi
the
colombiane.
Alpi Colombiane. Yeah.
buen término ahora.
Yeah, they call it the Colombian Alps
Yeah.
because of the dairy production, because of
Yeah.
the farmers there. So
How is your average production in your farm?
Mira, yo represento la raza Jersey en Colombia.
Okay.
Entonces nuestros productores, que son alrededor de 120 productores de la raza Jersey a nivel nacional, la producción está en 18, 20 litros por día.
Mhm.
Y hoy, obviamente, existen otras razas también, y allá vamos a encontrar Holstein, Ayrshire, Pardo Suizo, Brown Swiss, Simmental.
In
hay de
that case,
diferentes.
how
Te hablo
how
de
is
Jersey.
the production in, for example, in Holstein and so on in Colombia?
Pueden estar oscilando entre los 40 litros aproximadamente de la Holstein, los 30 litros, 28 litros quizás en la Ayrshire, alrededor de los 13, 14 en Simmental tipo leche. Pardo suizo también debe estar alrededor de los 16, 18 litros por animal por día.
Good production.
no, not the biggest one, but good production. But that is the challenge, yes, because there is a lot of small farmers. They do not produce that amount. I mean, it's the farmers, the professional ones that Liliana represents, but there's still a lot of room for improvement for those small farmers. Usually, I would not like to say poor people, but their economic income is quite low. So the production of those animals are not the best, and they just consume the milk. It's not the better practices of milking, and they consume that milk for themselves, for their family, correct?
Okay.
And what is the use of the milk produced? So for transformation and so fresh milk, okay, drink milk. But how is divided? Okay, the average of milk produced in Colombia.
Most of it is for milk, and we are also very strong actually in the region, in the Latin American region. We are, probably one of the most developed countries in, for example, in yogurts, not that much in cheese, but yogurts, we have a lot of innovation in
Fresh products.
fresh products. Yes, that's the term. Yes, and fresh products. Yes, yes. We do not have, the mature cheese industry is so developed. We all have a couple of them, but yes, it's mainly fresh products.
So since you are in Italy, I advise to
Yeah.
To eat some cheese.
taste
Yes,
some Parmigiano
yes.
Reggiano,
Of
Grana
course.
Padano, and so
Todo el
Of
tiempo.
course, we will do that. Yes.
This is the very first time that you come here to Italy.
Yeah, to Italy, no, I was in Italy before, but not in the
The
fiera.
exhibition.
No, es la primera vez que vengo a Italia.
The impression of Italy.
Impresión.
Mira, la primera impresión es cuando tú estás llegando en el avión y ves los campos, que todo va en base a agricultura, porque sabemos que ustedes manejan los animales estabulados y demás, entonces acá el foco de producción es agricultura. Entonces ya sabes que vienes a una feria donde vas a encontrar los modelos productivos, los modelos de transformación, economía y toda basada en agricultura. Es la primera impresión desde el avión. Y lo segundo, la arquitectura. O sea, no puedo dejar de pasar un minuto, es decir, qué belleza de ciudad que es Cremona. Es muy lindo. Llegamos anoche y desde anoche maravillados con el tema.
Muy lindo.
Will you visit also other cities than Cremona, or just you will stay here?
Milano.
Milán.
Milano tomorrow.
Milano?
Yes. Also,
Okay.
you have a lot. Italy is absolutely quite a fantastic. I've been here before for touristic reasons, no? Just for traveling, it's wow.
I traveled a lot around the world for work,
Mhm.
and visited several countries. But my impression, I don't know if in Colombia is the same, that when you talk about Italy, the perception of the people is to, okay, Italy is quality from one side, and okay, history, culture, and so on, but also the quality of the machinery. So America and Italy in agriculture are the most famous countries for machine, for technology. Is it the same also in Colombia?
Our perception?
Mhm.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay.
And I was sharing with you before, most of my colleagues told, oh, we use Italian machinery and look for, business cards, because Italian machinery, Italian industry is quite good, quite fine, they say.
Mhm.
Very, very good. So for our industries, that is why we are here. So important.
Well, sometimes I think it's good to hear someone says Italy is good and beautiful, right?
Yes, but
So,
because
exactly.
From the dairy farms point of view.
Italian people always tell not good things about themselves, so they don't think to be so capable, so good, and so on. We always cry on ourselves, okay?
Uh-huh.
But the perception when you travel all around the world is to, okay, maybe we live in a country where everybody wants to live, okay? So we have a lot of problems, okay?
Yeah.
As everywhere, but the perception is to, okay, we live in a country, so several typicity of typical product, typical cheese, typical products of the land, isn't it?
Overall, is not so bad.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not at all. Maybe that's because we are Latinos. You can have the same
Yeah.
phenomenon
Yeah.
in Colombia. People trying to leave. Yes, of course, we are facing problems. Yes. But certainly there is a lot of things that we do right and correct. And Italy is really, we have a really good impression, not because we are here today, but you have wow, in the industry, particularly in this sector, in the dairy industry, you are quite famous.
Maybe from Colombia and Italy there is a lot of distance, but as we come from the same
Absolutely.
so we are Latinos, and maybe we are similar despite of the distance. than to German people or English people or
Different.
Dutch
Yes.
people. Okay, so Hispanic, for example, are quite the same from us.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Es muy parecido.
Mhm.
Es muy parecido.
What do you feel from? Okay, you are the first time. You are the very a good example, no, to interview about your perception of the people. Also, no? It's quite similar, maybe the approach.
Sí, y la forma, la calidez de las personas, el trato amable, la forma de comunicarnos y de encontrar una solución.
Look how she moves the
Yeah,
hands when
as the
she's
hand, yeah.
speaking. Liliana de Italia.
Don't do this with German or
Yeah,
Dutch
yeah.
Dutch guy. Yeah, we appreciate.
Sí, entonces es muy ameno, de verdad, la gente y yo sé que si tienen la oportunidad también de visitar Colombia, que tenemos todos los pisos térmicos y pueden encontrar desde playa hasta un poco de frío y demás, Colombia también es muy bello.
Okay.
Es muy
Colombia
bello,
is
los
a good
esperamos
country to
por
be-
allá para poder
to visit.
atenderlos también.
Yes.
So
many
the next
thanks.
step is to take
To go to Colombia.
our truck
Please.
and travel to Colombia
To Colombia.
to do the
Please.
next the next
Vaccachepodcast.
Vaccachepodcast.
Sí. Vacas
Colombia.
que podcast, yes. Vacas que podcast de Colombia edition.
Good idea.
Okay, thank you for
Grazie.
coming and welcome to Italy. And we hope that you will enjoy your staying. Okay,
Absolutely.
Grazie.
Gracias.
grazie.
Grazie.
Ciao.
Grazie
Ciao,
mille.
ciao.
Ciao ciao.
Vaccachepodcast è un podcast creato da Marzio Miodini e Veronica Ravasi Veneroni, promosso da Dox-al Italia SPA per informare e supportare gli allevatori e non sulla realtà del nostro fantastico mondo zootecnico.
E anche per oggi è tutto. Grazie per averci seguito in questa puntata di Vaccachepodcast.
Se avete domande, commenti o proposte per le prossime puntate, cercateci sul nostro profilo Instagram. Trovate tutti i link nella descrizione degli episodi.
La conversazione continua online.
Alla prossima!